want, where you want. And because you wait to see what weeds come up and where, you can treat with no wasted herbicide investment. There's no longer a need to sink money into pre's or PPIs. Basagran and the proper grass herbicide will keep on top of virtually any weed problem in any tillage system. So when you're deciding on your game plan this year, remember the proven performance of Basagran and its new low price. You'll agree that Basagran is the best all-around choice for broadleaf weed control. Basagran, trusted performance at a new low price. From BASF, always follow label directions.
For the 17th consecutive year, CD Farm Service of Spencer, Hartley, Melvin, and Spirit Lake brings you the girls and boys state basketball tournaments right here on KICD Radio. And now let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the Dyke Bobcats, they are the visitors. In the forward court, 5'7" junior Jen Eimers, a 19-point per game average. A 5'10" senior Lori Simpson, who we talked about earlier, 35 points per game, and 6'2" sophomore Darcy Graves, 18 points per ball game. In the guard court for the Bobcats, 5'6" senior Denise Gunderson, 5'9" senior Nadine Lupkus, and 5'5" senior Ann Hobbin. For the Moravia Mohawkettes at 24-0 in the forward court, 5'8" senior Marty Fannebecker, 37 points per ball game. 5'7" sophomore Rochelle Fannebecker at 16 points a game. And 6' sophomore Pam Helmick, who also comes in with a 16-point per game average. In the guard court, 5'9" junior Peggy Helmick, 5'6" senior Steph Harrington, and 6'1" junior Suzanne Smith. Good-sized teams we're seeing down here. Denison has got a pretty good-sized ball club. As we saw this afternoon, I think they have 3 players that are 6 foot or better. And one is 6'3", and led Denison on to their victory. Once again, the officials for tonight's ball game, Steve Jansen of Sioux City and Tim Bell of Marshalltown. Let's get our national anthem. You could tell a little bit from the applause after the national anthem that it is quite a good crowd here tonight. As I mentioned, should be around 10,000 people here or so before the 2 evening ball games are over. Second ball game, Ventura and Lone Tree. Lone Tree at 22-2, and the Lady Vikes come in at 27-0. 4 undefeated teams in this year's tournament field. As the Bobcats onto the floor. Had a couple of overtime ball games last year, and right now in some of the early predictions, this one is expected to go into overtime. As the ball game is underway, and Fannebecker has the ball at the free throw line. Rochelle Fannebecker's shot is up and good. 5'7" sophomore gets Moravia on the board, 2-0. Dyke with the ball, and they have Darcy Graves, the 6'2" sophomore, handling it out front. Now off to Jen Eimers at the free throw line. To Graves, to Eimers. Eimers dishes off to Simpson, tries to penetrate the middle, out to Eimers, back into Simpson, up and good. Lori Simpson ties it at 2 apiece. We played a half minute. Marty Fannebecker, off to Helmick, back to Marty Fannebecker from 17 feet, is off the front of the rim and down into the hands of Denise Gunderson. Gunderson works it up the floor, trying to get it forward. Finally does to Graves, but it's tipped away from her by Smith and back into the Mohawkette forward court. Marty Fannebecker, top of the key, fakes now, drives to the right, hooks up an off-balance shot. Good! Marty Fannebecker gets her first 2 of the night. 4-2, Moravia. Graves, top of the key, off to Eimers. Eimers, right side of the free throw line, back to Graves on right wing. Graves back to Eimers at the free throw line, drives to the left, stops, dishes off to Graves on the left side. Now back to Eimers at the free throw line, down low to Simpson. Out to Eimers, 14-footer is around and off, no good, and the rebound is cleared out by Suzanne Smith. She gets it up court to Helmick, and the ball tipped away. Helmick will have to come back up with it, get it forward into the hands of Rochelle Fannebecker, top of the key. Fannebecker, nice pass to Helmick underneath, up and in. Pam Helmick with her first 2, and Moravia leads it 6-2 over Dyke. We've played 2 minutes. Graves, top of the key, leaves it for Eimers. Eimers works to the left, now passes back right to Graves. Back to Eimers, free throw line. Simpson now comes out on the wing to pick it up. Now top of the key to Eimers, down low to Simpson. It's good, and she's fouled. Suzanne Smith picks up the foul. 6-4, and Simpson will have the 3-point opportunity here to make it a 1-point ball game. Free throw is good, and it's 6-5 Moravia. Inbounds passes to Harrington. She gets it up court, tipped away from Fannebecker by Lufkis, and Graves comes up with it. Off to Eimers, over to Graves on right wing. Graves looks inside, now leaves it for Eimers at the free throw line. Simpson clears on right wing to pick it up. Inside to Graves at 6-2, the mismatch, misses the layup, rebound tipped out, and Simpson comes up with it. Simpson drives into the middle, dishes off to Graves on the right side, who leaves it back for Simpson on the wing. Simpson comes into the paint, lays it off for Graves. Graves doesn't even look for the shot this time, passes it out to Simpson, to Eimers.